Hey guys, What the 5 here with episode number 3 of our Villarreal career mode on FIFA 20. Now before we get into this episode, I have to quickly say that my player, I've found out there's a glitch on my player this year where your player starts with 4-star skill moves, they then get the skill move to go up to 5, and then once they unlock another skill move they go down to 0 and they're stuck on 0. So my player is going to be delayed until EA fix that, or at least do something about it. So that could be a month, that could be 2 months, it could never happen. So until EA fix that, we will just be sticking with the manager career mode, unfortunately. But we kick off this episode, we're taking on Real of Valladolid, who I believe are a team owned by R9. We kick things off in a terrible, terrible way, 12 minutes into the game, as you really expect Asenio to actually be more decisive and actually dive onto that ball before the striker can actually get his shot off. It's a bit unfortunate, but okay. Asenio's been decent this season, so it's one mistake. We should be able to move on, but a mistake like that by Eric Bailly, giving the ball away in the 21st minute and almost allowing it to come across for a second goal, that's not acceptable. But we are going to try and counter-attack here as Chukwueze holds up the ball nicely, allows Pena to make the run in behind, and he does so really nicely. Breaks past the back line of defence as well, and you've got two men to aim at in the middle. Decides to go to the back post to Gerard Deulofeu, who instantly equalises at the back post. It's a really nice goal. He has turned into a really good goal scorer for us this season, Gerard Deulofeu. He's carrying us when Toko Akambe and Gerard Moreno aren't doing the best, basically. But we're going to try now and attack and try and win this game. We're at home, we should really have the advantage. We should be winning these ones as Chukwueze presses high, wins back the ball. As Santi Cazorla plays the ball through to Gerard Moreno. But the first shot is blocked and the second is caught by the keeper. Very unfortunate, but we do again intercept the ball with a nice high press as Moreno this time plays it out wide to Deulofeu, the goal scorer. Back inside to Moreno, who holds up, waits for a run to be made, decides in the end to go back to Cazorla, who then finds Deulofeu. Again, there's no real runs to be made here until Deulofeu plays the ball through to Santi Cazorla, looks to break past the back line, cuts back inside, lays it across to Deulofeu, back post, strikes it, and he hits the post. So we're very, very close there to doubling his goal tally in the game and putting us back in, well, not back in front, back in front, basically, for the first time in this game. But the highlight's not done there, as you can see here. Zambo and Guiza in the midfield, plays the ball to Santi Cazorla. He's holding up, plays it to Deulofeu. First time to Moreno, back through to Deulofeu. Cuts it back inside, strikes it. It's one of the worst shots you're going to see in your whole life. Not even on target, and it doesn't even have enough power to go out for a corner or a throw-in. It just stops. It stops. And again, we're still not done there. We've still got a slight chance here as Gerard Moreno charges into the box, tries to cut back inside, but the ball is cleared away, and the game is kind of coming to a slow end where we just can't put the ball into the back of the net. We've still got 20 minutes left, so we do still have a lot of chances to try and do so. Deulofeu breaks past the defensive line again with his pace. Really nicely done so there. And he's coming, he's quite an angle with it. He cuts inside Ronaldo chop, but he takes a really poor touch. And he goes straight to the defence of Real Valladolid. And we're still not done in this game. There's a chance here for them to actually steal a winner here. As they whip the ball across, Sandro can't get on the air. Funes Mori glitz to get it away. And Albiol can't keep it in. And it goes out for a corner. With 10 minutes left, they've got a chance to win the game here as Alcazara whips the ball across. Unal, he's one of our players. He's on loan at Valladolid. But as you can see there, we're into the 90th minute. The final whistle will be blown and we just could not put the ball into the back of the net. And we could not win this game. Very unfortunate here as Deulofeu looks to have the final chance. He's going to cut back inside into a really nice chance there, but it's a great save by Masip. And the ball will be cleared away as Pena wins the player of the match with a 9.1 rating for him. Very well done to him. 1 assist. And it was a really nice assist as well. He broke past the back line. He made the nice overlapping run past Chukwueze. As we're going to the press conference here, because we're about to take on Barcelona at the new camp. Obviously, we played Real in the previous episode. That ended as a 1-1 draw. A very good result for us. If we can win here at the new camp, that would be absolutely phenomenal. As we go into this game, We go into the 3rd minute, comes the first highlight as Gerard Moreno looks to hold the ball up against Gerard Piqué, but he wins it really easily as Luis Suarez receives the ball in a nice attacking area, gets the better of Albiol for pace. De Jong threads the ball through to Ousmane Dembele, back through to Leo Messi. Great save by Asenio, and actually, fortunately for us, Leo Messi was slightly offside, so he did actually didn't really need to make that save, but the fact that he did is really giving us a confidence boost for the rest of his game. As Deulofeu looks to get past Semedo, does so, and then he stops and he cuts inside, he mugs him off basically. Lays the ball across to Santi, turns past him Titi, but then Titi uses his strength really well there. Because if he goes in too hard, Santi will go down for a penalty. It's the perfect amount of strength there to actually win the ball and not give away a penalty. 26 minutes in, we're on the counter-attack though, as Deulofeu makes the run from deep, and it's a really nice run. Sorry, that's Moreno, not Deulofeu. Moreno cuts inside past Semedo. He's not having the best of games. Lays the ball to Santi Cazorla, whips it right into the hands of ter Stegen. And when you're coming up against one of the best keepers in the world, you've got to be having a better shot than that. As we're not done there, Trigueros, this time into Gerard Moreno. He's going to do a couple of step overs, just try and find some space to make the pass. Can't really find any, so he goes back inside to Santi Cazorla, who will then find Deulofeu. Once again, turns to Semedo. He's having one of the worst games in a Barcelona shirt, probably, as he strikes it, but ter Stegen once again makes a very nice save. And the ball is scrambling around in the box. Chukwueze goes for the final header to try and just put a bit of power behind it and nod it into the back of the net. But he does not. It goes over. And Barcelona are on the attack here, looking to get a goal and make it 1-0 to them in their home stadium in front of their own fans as Sergio Busquets plays the ball to Messi. Messi's going to look to get away and he's forced to play it back to Busquets because we're pressing him so well. We're keeping him quiet in this game. And Funes Mori eventually does win the ball. And Gerard Moreno plays the ball through to Gerard Deulofeu. He's got the better of Gerard Piqué. And now Deulofeu's 1-on-1 with the keeper. And he shoots it as he's falling down. It's very similar to the Mason Mount goal against Leicester. He kind of shoots it as he's falling. And it kind of puts the keeper off slightly. But 43 minutes into this game against his former team, Gerard Moreno puts the ball past ter Stegen on a beautiful counter-attack. And we make it 1-0 as we move into the second half. Holding on to this lead is going to be vital. As Moreno holds off Deulofeu and holds off Piqué, and he holds off Busquets to actually keep possession of the ball. As Aranguiz plays the ball out to Mario Gaspar. Again, we're being pressed. We're not having the much time on the ball, so we're kind of forced to play it backwards. But when we do break that press, we have a great opportunity, as we've got here with Moreno. Skips past the tackle there. Looks to play the ball into Chukwueze. Strikes it. Still looking for his first goal in the season, Chukwueze, but it's a great save by ter Stegen, who denies him of that chance. Just past the hour mark now, as they are on the attack, as Ousmane Dembele looks to do something with the ball here. He plays it back to Jordi Alba. He's a really good cross on him himself, and he's played through past Gaspar. Cuts back inside instead of whipping the cross. A very nice piece of play there, but he plays it straight into the path of Eric Bailly. And now we have the chance to counter-attack, but Sergio Busquets intercepts and plays the ball into Luis Suarez, who plays it at 1-2, and it's back into Leo Messi. Flicks it up for himself, volleys it, but once again, Asenio is keeping us in this game. And he's making up for that mistake he made against Valladolid in the previous game when he didn't dive onto the ball that put them 1-0 up. But it's a great game here against Barcelona. Keeping Messi quiet. Here, again, a great save. It's an open goal for Messi. And he strikes it into the side netting. You'd put money on Messi tucking that chance away, but he does not. And we've got a chance here to actually win this game, because 12 minutes in, we're actually still on the front foot, looking for that second goal. As Trigueros plays through Moreno, one-on-one. It's on his weaker right foot, and ter Stegen can easily catch that one into the 93rd minute. A corner for Barca. Ousmane whips it across. Vidal gets onto it, but it bounces off the floor, over the crossbar, and the game ends as a 1-0 victory to Villarreal. A great result. A great performance by Asenio and the whole back line, because they kept Leo Messi quiet for a large majority of that game. And I'll tell you what, the travelling away fans, they'll be going home happy. Deulofeu will be going home happy because he did get the player of the match with an 8.6 rating. As we move into the final game of the episode, it's going to be against Real Betis, who will be playing in the pink today. We're in the yellow, they're in the pink. Not too bad. But obviously last time that happened, last time we played a team in pink, it did not end too well for us. As we go into the game, you can see their squad. A couple of familiar faces. Carvajal, Garcia, Fekir, Canales, Iglesias. There are a couple of familiar names that you do recognise Obviously, the main one, obviously Bartra as well, former Barcelona man. So they've got a very good squad, actually, in this one. It's 5 minutes into the game. The first chance comes through Deulofeu, who hits the post. It's the second time he's done that in today's episode. And I'll tell you, it won't be the last this season, because he is so unlucky when it comes to hitting the post. As the first chance for them comes 27 minutes into the game. They clear the ball. It's a really, really poor cross there, right into the path of Asenio, and we're going to look to work our way upfield. As Funes Mori playing at the wing-back position there. Kind of everyone's a bit out of position. Gerard can't get the ball to Chukwueze, and they do actually win back possession and start a little counter-attack here as Iglesias plays the ball into Fekir. It's a great challenge by Raul Albiol to deny them the chance, but Eric Bailly can't get the ball away. It falls to Pedraza on the edge of the box, and he shoots it in at the near post. Half an hour into the game, we're 1-0 down. Not the way you want to be kicking off a game at home right after you've beat Barcelona. You want to be continuing the train of confidence, but it's not gone that way. As right from kickoff, Chukwueze looks to get the better of the goal scorer, does so really nicely. Now he moves on to Fabra, and he's going to mug him off as well as he cuts inside onto his stronger left foot, charges into the box. He's got men in the middle to aim at. 3 players there he's just got past. Lays across to Moreno, and it's straight at Joel there. Really, really poor shot there. As just before half-time, we're going to have a chance. One final chance of the half. Dragaros into Santi Cazorla. Looks to get the better of Mark Bartra. Does so. Lays across to Chukwueze. Strikes it. Right into the path of Mandy. And we go into half-time 1-0 down to Betis. When we've been playing so well attacking-wise. We just, once again, can't put the ball into the back of the net. As 53 minutes into the game, Deulofeu is going to post his man up and he's going to mug him off, basically, with a nice little kind of fancy step over. He goes diving in. It's a red card for the man there. I think he's the captain. I think I saw a captain's armband there. Not the way you want to be setting the example to the rest of the squad. But we've got a large majority of this second half. We're then down to 10 men. So we have to take advantage of that, and we have to put the ball into the back of the net. And with Toko Ekambi breaking past the back line like that, shooting not like that, you would have expected us to be level terms, and we go all the way to the 89th minute into injury time. Deulofeu, he's going to play the ball out wide. Nice little dribble. Plays it out to Mario Gaspar. Whipped across to the back post. Toko Ekambi's there at the back post, unmarked. And he puts it off target. The ball will be cleared from the goal kick. The final whistle will be blown. And that right there is pretty much confirmed we need a new backup striker, because Toko Ekambi just is not good enough for us. Deulofeu's pissed. We end the episode. Santi Cazorla is the player of the match with a 7.7. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's episode. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.